I noticed that the logic bug doesn't seem to affect random elevators as much as
Ah.
vanilla elevators, so we might see a full latency, but it could still be jet, depending on how the elevators are shuffled.
Well, we have a
Starting
Magmore
Magmar.
start today.
We have Phazon. Okay, that's a good start.
Oh my.
I didn't see what was in Zeke's menu, but there could be more items we started with. And now we are at Root Cave. Okay.
So we're starting from Magmore Workstation to Transport Tunnel B.
Oh, that was Workstation. Okay. I wasn't sure.
I think it was Workstation, or one of the Workstation elevators. They also started out with a singular missile tank.
Yeah, you need a missile to be there in order to get out. But, I mean, yeah, they started with one, so I guess it doesn't matter.
Looks like they...
Go ahead.
It looks like they do not have Space Jump. And I don't think they have Morph Ball yet. I don't see any visors or beams. But missiles are good because they'll be able to go straight to Artifact Temple.
Yeah. No, they don't have space jump, or else you wouldn't have been able to jump on top of the ship with just one jump.
You know, a couple minutes late, but we're still doing SJF. So honestly, this start was relatively close to mundane.
That's
was that
a ship.
Indeed, it was.
Yeah. What were you saying?
I was gonna just what you beat me to it that it was bombs under the ship. But yeah, we get nice early artifacts today. Hopefully we get Morph Ball and Artifact Temple so we can just pick up those bombs that we can essentially be on a roll here, because maybe we have an early power bomb tank. Now I can't remember if that was the mines workstation elevator, or it had, or the yeah, it had to be like the mines workstation elevator, because
what color door was it?
I
forgot.
It wasn't anything special, but there's Spider Ball in the temple. We should note that... You first.
I was gonna say that's good to have, but unfortunately we can't use it. You still need Morph Ball to morph.
It was Mine's elevator. Okay, thank you, chat.
Okay.
Alright, we're getting our artifact hints, and we should also note that Sun Chamber is disabled today, so we will not be seeing Flagra under any circumstances.
Yeah, no need to worry about that coming back to bite them later.
Yeah, not to mention it already helps that they got Phazon suit.
Yeah.
I didn't see any grapple node light-ups when they were in Root Cave, so I doubt they have grapple beam. Oh, we're getting artifacts. I see Storage Depot B, Elder Chamber, Zoid, Frigate Crash Site, Vent Shaft. I missed the first one.
Me too.
Veapron will give us another look-see, no doubt. Unless, of course, it's just chilling in Main Plaza, because I think we have a vanilla elevator here.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Missile? Veapron is skipping Warrior Shrine, or no, Ruin Shrine for now. Sometimes Morph Ball can be vanilla.
Yeah, although they don't have Space Jump yet, so wouldn't that be considered like a point of no return?
Well, you can peek at it.
Okay.
I at least do that whenever I have missiles.
Okay, yeah, runners definitely don't have Morph Ball yet. Well, Veapron does, but...
Right. Now, it's probably best to like turn right back around and go get the bombs, since something could be involved, or you know.
I think
But
Veapron...
Go ahead.
I think he just wants to check the 2 items here, since they're quick and easy.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because an extra energy tank doesn't hurt. No missiles. And we do indeed have a singular power bomb.
Okay. It's a little conflicting. Like if bombs are in Talon, I usually like to just go right back and get them in case anything bomb locked is there, so I can just, you know, do like only double dip it instead of triple dip.
Oh, Chad did catch what the first artifact was. Elite Quarters.
Oh my god.
So,
Yep.
we may have disabled Flogger, but we gotta fight OP.
Random elevator. Yep. That's where the that's where the logic bug fails.
At least we got early phase on suit.
Yeah. And we have area.
Alright, not a bad vault ledge.
And I missed what the elevator was. What was it? The elevator before vault.
Ooh, I missed it too. CZeke might give us another quick look.
Okay.
But as expected, Veapron is going back to go grab those bombs now. But it looks like our starting items today were, besides Charge Beam, Phase On Suit, a singular power bomb, and a missile. And chat's saying that that Veapron didn't scan the elevator, so we won't know yet.
Oh.
Ooh, CZeke got to be a little careful. He's choosing to backtrack out of Chozo immediately, instead of go to Hive Totem.
Yeah.
And that power bomb drop there actually should be a clue to Zeke that he has power bombs. Yeah, I think he just wants a little bit of safety energy here.
And Veapron got his bombs. Now he's going to check crash site by performing either a scan dash or a slope jump to get the item, if it's worth it.
Alright, well, we got pretty much the, oh, right, artifact. We saw this already in the hints.
Oh, nice slope jump first try.
Yeah, underwater slope jumps are really, really powerful in Prime 1 especially. So we got pretty much everything except Space Jump for like the full Chozo, early Chozo care package. We can even access Upper Dynamo, which I would wager that's probably Veapron's, next on Veapron's to-do list.
Yeah.
Just because it's a lot of fairly easy checks. You know you don't have to do Flagra. And we're pretty much just looking for Space Jump. Then the world is, almost the whole world is our oyster here. And yeah, that's Zeke also getting additional confirmation about the power bomb.
Yeah.
So this is pretty good. 9 minutes in and almost all ball upgrades except boost and 2 suits. So a lot of good movement equipment. No beams though.
Okay.
So we are going to need plasma not only for OP but for
We're also gonna need X-ray.
yeah, X-ray. We need X-ray for that. And we need plasma for something else.
To get to elite quarters.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. There was another artifact that was plasma locked. That's just slipping my mind.
I forgot to.
At least a couple of nice energy tanks, especially with already early 20% damage resistance. That's not too bad. Ooh, Veapron got around the beetle trigger very nicely.
Yeah, I never thought of doing that, going back. I'll have to remember that.
Yeah, the force field is down once you pick up the item, but even still, you don't want to trigger the cutscene because it like takes 6 or 7 seconds to get around it anyway.
I mean, I skip it going back with Space Jump, but in SJ, I just never thought of it for some reason.
Oh, Zeke is getting considerably bullied here by the creatures of Chozo. Bees.
Yeah, those bees can be pretty dangerous, especially combined with doors that won't open. And there's Space Jump.
Alright, so yeah, they pretty much got the entirety of early Chozo available to them at this point. So we're gonna see our pretty like run-of-the-mill Chozo play at this point. We'll even be able to take a good peek at Ruined Fountain. We might even get to pick it up early if our runners are skilled at the Floggerless Ruined Fountain play. Although if Flogger's disabled, can there be anything in Ruined Fountain?
No, not if it's disabled.
Okay.
Unless you specifically enable that trick.
Alright. It's a missile, so yeah, not required. Alright. Zeke is heading to the post-sun chamber elevator, so we'll see where, hopefully Zeke will give us a peek at where this is. No Inner Slice, it wasn't Ice Beam, it was a missile. Alright, so that leads to Twin Fire, so that's Middle Magmore. Alright, so the elevators haven't been too crazy so far. We are going to have to find Phazon Mines eventually, though. Alright, CZeke now packing that Varia suit. Let's see where he goes next.
And just a missile and Lord Dynamo. And another E-Tank.
Aw, nothing yet paying out for that early Spider Ball.
I guess it might pay off in Hall of the Elders. Or somewhere in back Chozo. What's that?
It was something interesting, because the game played the full-on fanfare there.
I barely caught what that text was.
And whatever was in there looked like a missile. Oh, it was the flamethrower.
Oh, okay.
Valid.
So, Veapron wins with an official SRL time.
Yeah, we joke about flamethrower because it's pretty pathetic. Now, the ultimate validator, though, that's the shiny missile launcher. There is a 1 in 1,024 chance that one of the missile drops are blue, just like the cosmetics in Pokemon. So yeah, Veapron's gonna get the bad news here that, yep, Elite Quarters, Storage Depot Beast, so that's 2 in Mines. Elder Chamber's the other Plasma one I was thinking of.
Okay.
And Shaft's not too bad, so yeah, they need a few things.
I knew Veapron wasn't gonna like that.
Frustration shots.
I've done a lot of casual races with him, and yeah, He's suffering right now, knowing that.
Ooh. Well, for this, if nothing else, he's already got phase on, but looks like he's gonna go grab the artifact and other item here on Zoid first. But yeah, we've got three artifacts in mines, so once we find mines and a couple of other beams, we'll be, well, actually, we really need all our beams to traverse mines comfortably, don't we?
Yep.
So yeah, we need to find... We don't need to find much... Oh, well, there's one of them. Tower of Light, anybody?
Once they get gravity.
And these runners, they don't need gravity.
No. I'm just thinking logically, if if nothing's pointing them there, then it's probably gonna be missiles. Or, you know, it could be something coming to logic later, so.
Yeah, for all we know, gravity might just be chilling in Magmore somewhere. Well, not chilling, boiling, but you get the idea.
Yeah. It'll start chilling once they get to Vendrana.
And actually, yeah, Tower of Light is still out of logic without, actually, no, 36 missiles is the requirement, right? Yeah, 36.
Yes.
So, they have enough missiles. And that was actually not a bad Zoid. I don't think the music looped for Veapron. I've noticed Zoid's been fairly nice the last couple of races I've observed. But one thing that may not be as nice is something our runners will encounter: the Central Dynamo Maze, programmed by the same guy.
David Zoid Kirsch.
Yeah, we'll talk more about that when we get to it. To explain the weekly settings for someone who has asked in chat, even weekly settings translates to our runners get 1 to 3 starting items, and the elevators are randomized. They also start in an elevator room. Today, our random starting items were Phazon Suit, a Power Bomb, and a Missile.
Yeah, and our starting location was Magmore Workstation. And what else was I going to say?
Specifically the Mines elevator and workstation.
Yeah.
So they have the Power Bomb to get out of that elevator, they just now need the Ice Beam. Which actually, if they end up getting Ice Beam sooner rather than later, that is going to open up a good chunk of Magmore to them. Or just give them a nice shortcut, but hey, there's Thermal in Lower Furnace.
Okay, I'm wondering if Gravity's in Upper Furnace then.
Think Veapron's just checking his elevators. Oh yeah, it even shows Magmore Workstation debris. That's a nice touch for those elevators, because yeah, there are some close proximity elevators in Prime 1. So the ability to specify them like that is pretty cool.
And we have, that looks like a missile.
Definitely looks like a missile.
So Veapron may not be able to get the antechamber item, but he can still go through the side door in Reflecting Pool, which I believe is a regular blue door.
I think it's either a blue door or a missile door.
Both, actually.
Okay.
So he could check that elevator and it might lead somewhere good.
Oh, and Uncle Reggie's clarifying that Tower of Light also needs Boost Ball and...
Spider Ball.
Yeah. Yeah, the one missing piece of the puzzle right now is Boost Ball.
And Gravity for Tower Chamber.
Fair enough.
If they wanted to do that as well.
But yeah, it looks like Veapron's just going to go ahead and open up the force field here in
Hall of the
Hall of
Elders.
the Elders. I was about to call it like Chamber of the Elders, but no, that's mixing room names. Elder Chambers later.
Plasma slot.
Yeah, actually, come to think of it, depending on where Plasma is, that could end up being a rude artifact later. A bit of a late backtrack.
That absurd.
And Chad is confirming Tower Chamber without gravity is in the tournament settings.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, Boost Ball is all we need to put that area into actual logic, so it's not too far-fetched to have something in there at this point. You know our runners are not going to check it for a while and it be something important like Plasma Beam, right?
I mean, that usually happens when you don't check something. But if they do check it, it'll just be missiles, probably.
Probably.
Because that's Rando.
Actually, we should talk about that for a second here. So we should point out that 2.5 version 2.5 of the randomizer has been released, which fixes the logic bug we brought up earlier regarding constant jet seeds. Oh, anti-chamber's a missile. Furthermore, it also includes a little feature that will let you know what items you have at the start of the game with a little prompt. For races like this, for example.
Yeah, that's helpful. Because, sometimes you forget to, try for test for things like super missiles or space jump. So it's good to know right off the bat. Especially if you have like morph ball upgrade, but no morph ball.
Alright, the non-safe station reflecting pool elevator leads to Lava Lake in Magmore, so early Magmore, so
perfect.
yeah, Veapron's got free reign of this neck of the woods right now. Wave Beam will allow him to check Magmore Workstation once he gets there. And not to mention he's already packing thermal, so... Oh, hey, Supers!
Supers, okay. So I'm thinking, what's his next move gonna be?
Ironically, in the spot that's normally supposed to be Supers locked, but turns out it wasn't coded correctly and you just need 2 missiles.
Make up your mind. He probably immediately thought of the tree or something like that as soon as he got those. He was like, should I go back? It's probably better to go back when you get more items to make even more checks.
Yeah, it looks like Veapron's gonna commit for now. Which I can understand. There's still a lot you can check in here. What is that?
Yeah,
Powerbomb tank?
power
Yeah,
bomb.
Powerbomb. I guess, oh, never mind. I was gonna say, guess that's not getting picked up, but Veapron says, oh, yes it is. Alright, what's here in our storage cavern today?
Just a missile. Yeah, to answer somebody in chat, the suits are set to progressive damage reduction, meaning with 1 suit you get 10% damage reduction, 2 suits 20%, and 3 suits 50%. But only Varia gives you heat protection, and so you still need Varia, or else it would be obsolete. Gravity still does its thing, and it's separate from the other 2 suits. And Phazon suit, of course, lets you kill Essence at the end because you can't damage it with the Phazon beam, or you can't even use the Phazon beam without Phazon suit.
Just want to point out, Veapron did a very interesting slope jump to climb the central area here without going up the bridge.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty common.
Declining to check or... Oh, he's going to check Transport Tunnel A real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, Zeke is having some trouble getting out of this lava bath here. This is going to result in a death if he doesn't pull... Oh, never mind.
He reset. And we have main power bombs in Transport Tunnel A.
I do think Zeke just saved, though, so I don't think he's losing a lot of equipment. Great Tree Hall. Okay.
Yeah, lower Great Tree Hall, which he needs boost ball to get through the bars, or he could do bar skip. And then he would need gravity for reverse frigate. I mean, he could do it without it, but not worth it right now. Grapple over here, which leads me to well, it's not too sort of the same. And we have ice.
Well, now our runners can access Workstation from their starting spot, but most likely Veapron's going to be heading in that direction anyway.
Wow, Magmore is loaded today.
You're not kidding. We've had out of here Ice Beam, main power bomb, super missiles. Yeah, stack more caverns, as Uncle Reggie calls it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and grapple beam too, so
And ice.
yeah, we're looking good. Actually, I think at this point we actually are only looking for plasma beam for go mode.
And X-ray.
And X-ray.
Yes, in Prime 1, PB checks are in logic without main PBs.
Yeah, main reason being is that the drop system in Prime 1 is weird. So
Yeah.
looks like Veapron has taken this Great Tree elevator to explore the rest of Talon. Which means he can check things like Life Grove. Yeah, there's a good chunk of items available for us here. Zeke, meanwhile, has gone back to Chozo. See where he's going right now. Yeah, looks like Zeke didn't lose anything after that reset. Wouldn't it be hilarious if both Plasma and X-Ray are in Life Grove?
Yeah.
I sincerely hope I'm not about to speak this to life, by the way.
I think you've done it before, actually.
I have. To be fair, I have.
And Veapron getting life growth tunneled,
Yeah, I think
as we all love.
the problem with that boost ball half pipe has to do with the game trying to change your controls from half pipe to normal. Because you know how in Echoes when you kind of go down the half pipe in meeting grounds, but you suddenly stop?
Oh, I hate that.
Because I think that's the game trying to convert your controls to half pipe, but it takes a second.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I didn't speak to life suddenly, and it's just missiles in the Life Grove neighborhood. Ice Beam was in Lower Warrior Shrine, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or Upper Fiery Shores. Since
Yeah,
I think
fair
that's
enough.
labeled Fiery Shores.
Alright, Zeke sees that boost ball and is grabbing it. Alright, so nothing of exceptional note back here, unfortunately. Alright, upper grade tree
Alright, so now we
is
got Magmore Workstation.
the other Magmore workstation elevator.
Yeah, which gives him access back to, I think it was the front of Talon. Root Cave, I believe.
Yes. Which Root Cave is unfortunately still not in logic without X-ray visor, but I don't think Veapron cares about that at this point.
Nah. Nice techno. I'm stealing that for later.
I just got the joke. Alright, where's Zeke going? He took another elevator. He's back in Talon. Except, yeah, I can't go out that way without Ice Beam. So yeah, I think he tried to take the Great Tree lower elevator, but, yep, no Ice Beam, sorry. Veapron, I guess, is going to have a quick peek at plasma processing here, or at least open it up.
Might as well get out of the way while you're here.
Yeah, I mean, this can't be plasma beam, but if it's X-ray, at least you know you can come back to it later. But Zeke's about to get Ice Beam. And Grapple, for that matter. I forgot Grapple was here, too. Might be a little mildly bummed out about that Ice Beam after just checking the mid-Magmore, the Fendrana elevator.
Yeah, just an E-Tank and plasma processing to come back. The C can't be X-rated. This is family channel. I got the joke on this. Kidding.
What?
Nothing. I ruined somebody's joke.
Aw. Alright, so actually, now that I think about it, we've seen all of our Magmore elevators. Where is... I guess the other Chozo elevator must lead to Fendrana or Mines at this point. Because, yeah, there's actually... We've seen all the Magmore elevators now, right? Because there were 4 total. We've seen all... We're only missing one Chozo elevator, which is the Reflecting Pool save station. So, yeah, I think that... I think Chozo Reflecting Pool save station has to take us to Fendrana or Mines at this point, because I think we've run out of elevators. Oh, you know...
Also... no fuse. Having Phazon doesn't give you gravity suit. Not even in vanilla, I believe. Although all suits give you Varia in vanilla. Sorry, I cut you off.
No, that's alright. I actually just realized the other elevator we haven't checked in Talon would be the Frigate Crash Site elevator, but I don't think Frigate Crash Site, climbing Frigate Crash Site is... well, actually, they could do... well, actually, no, they can't. No gravity suit. I mean, it's doable, for sure, without gravity, but the logic doesn't expect it. And Veapron electing to not check Arbor Chamber.
You may not be comfortable with the out of bounds to get it.
Fair enough. I mean, it is a dangerous trick, because if you don't do it properly, you soft lock. But yeah, so we're down to the only 2 unknown elevators being, yeah, Chozo Reflecting Pool save station and Talon Frigate Crash Site. That's it. And those have to lead to either Fendrana or Mines. Because I doubt they lead to each other. Because otherwise you have a pretty dead game. Which is a little bit unfortunate if you need to get to mines quickly, because that's a long walk for Veapron. And it looks like Veapron is going to make those Tower of Light checks while CZeke goes ahead and gets the Life Grove items. Missiles, I should say, because it's all missiles in here.
At this point, I'm gonna guess mine's gonna be probably in a Phendrana elevator, or maybe. Well, no, did anyone check? No, actually, no, they didn't. They turned around. So I'm thinking there's still the Twin Fires elevator.
The Twin Fires elevator we've seen.
Oh, I missed it. What was it?
The Chozo Sun Chamber, a post-Sun Chamber elevator.
Okay. So yeah, mine's elevator's probably in Phendrana. At this point.
Yeah, I would wager that. Yeah, the reflecting pool elevator is probably going to take us to. I'm actually going to wager Far Phendrana, because they can pretty much do a lot in Far Phendrana with Wave and Ice and Thermal. They can do labs and super, so they can even full clear the place. Our runners agreed to, for those to answer a question in chat, our runners did do a gentleman's agreement today to have the even weekly settings, which translates to random starting items, 1 to 3 random, 1 to 3 starting items, random elevators, and random elevator start, and they've also agreed to disable Sun Chamber because everybody hates Flagra. But looks like there was nothing in Tower of Light because Veapron checked it, of course. But yeah, I think his next stop is going to be... it might actually be... He might take a quick pit stop at Hall of the Elders. Did CZeke just reflect that missile off the door to go to the save station?
Yeah. Saves a few seconds.
Oh, man, it's pretty cool.
Veapron might actually be going for Acapulco. I don't think I've seen him check that yet.
He could check that. It is in logic with Grapple Beam.
He probably won't use it, though. Pretty good at that dash. He might be more used to doing that.
Alright,
Zeke rarely goes out of his way for grapple.
CZeke is in Workstation. I notice he's killing the pirates. I don't know if he saw something important in there. Nope, it's a missile. So yeah, the items have been fairly okay, but the elevators are starting to become a little bit of a pain in the backside here.
Oh, okay, he didn't do the dash. Looks like he was about to, but then remembered he had grapple. Right.
Alright, Zeke's gonna open up the, Zeke's gonna go ahead and open up the, way to his starting elevator.
Just a missile and train chamber.
And train chamber access only had missiles too, so yeah, I think his next stop is, let's see. He's probably gonna start heading towards Reflecting Pool via Hall of the Elders. I wouldn't be surprised if he made a pit stop to check it too in the meantime.
Yep, looks like it. For all we know, Plasma could be in Hall of the Elders in the ice slot.
That'd be one heck of a convenient spot. It would save you the Elder Chamber backtracking later. The worst case scenario right now for these runners is if Plasma Beam is in, like, MQA or something. Because it is a long backtrack from A, to get to a mine elevator in mines, and B, we don't even know where the Reflecting Pool elevator takes us to Phendrana or mines, because if it takes us to Phendrana, and the elevators in to mines is in Phendrana, that is a long walk to get back.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, again, the items may not be trolling, but the elevators sure as heck are. A reminder to the audience, Diggle did make this.
I was just about to say that.
By the way, those Chozo ghosts scared the heck out of me when I was a kid. Like, this game came out when I was like 9 years old, and the room darkens, the door's locked, the music suddenly spikes up. It's like, these ghosts are terrifying.
They terrified me as an adult. My first time playing, like 5 years ago, maybe.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, why is the music going all crazy? What's happening? What's that light? Oh god, what's happening? Similar to how the invisible drone scared me the first time in Central Dynamo. Like I was just freaking out. I might have been on health actually.
Yeah, they do pack a decent punch. Unfortunately, Veapron had to take out 3 because he went up the wave beam path. So you do have to take out the ghost in order to reactivate the statue.
Looks like Zeke is going for crash site.
Ooh,
Might
very
be
interesting
fine.
play. Now, since Frigate Crash Site climb's not in logic, this elevator is expected to be currently one way. So this is probably the end of the elevator chain that the game is expecting here. Veapron, the tunnel's a little bit to your right.
He's probably just having trouble maneuvering his stick. Although sometimes his controller drifts. That could have
Okay.
been it.
Yeah, my Switch left stick is starting to do the same thing, actually. Alright, so Zeke is, or has finished up with, getting the Frigate Crash Site artifact, so both runners are actually pretty tight on gear, so it's gonna be coming down to, just where do the elevators take them. If Zeke happens to get the mines elevator to mines up here, and X-Ray and Plasma are close, he's actually going to be in great shape. But it looks like Veapron's elevator takes him to PPC.
Okay. All he needs is X-ray.
There's only, if I'm not mistaken, 2 elevators each in Phendrana and mines, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so yeah. So that means that the other mines elevator, I think, has to lead to Phendrana right now. So yeah, this elevator should be taking Zeke to Phendrana somewhere. I think. I didn't see what was in, I think Overgrown Cavern was either missile or energy tank. It wasn't important either way.
Oh, okay. That's a convenient place for that. See if X-ray is also convenient.
Alright, and I can confirm that the elevator to... the other elevator, the crash site elevator, led to Phendrana Shorelines, which means that the Mines Quarry elevator has to lead to Far Phendrana now. So we have all our elevators mapped out.
Okay. Did we have any artifacts in Phendrana?
I don't think so. The 4 we're missing, we have the 3 in Mines and Elder Chambers, so no, we have no artifacts in Phendrana.
Now, if X-ray is here, that's gonna be an unfortunate backtrack for Veapron.
Yeah.
Granted, it's right in the next area from the elevator, but
You know what's gonna suck at this point? If X-ray is in not Chapel of the Elders, Chozo Ice Temple. It totally could be.
yeah, unfortunate backtrack. It's
But yeah.
unfortunate for both because Veapron would have to backtrack, and then they both have to backtrack because Zeke would have, once he gets plasma.
I think Veapron got hit by every possible rotating electric field of those orbs. But looks like next thing on Veapron's docket is the Storage Depot B artifact. Easy pickup with grapple. But yeah, the thing is, X-Ray could be literally anywhere right now, because its only hard requirement is for OP. And we've already seen Root Cave. Could be an Arbor Chamber. That would suck too.
Or Biohazard.
It could be. Gravity Suit, we're still keeping an eye out for Gravity Suit, if that's the case, but Zeke did not see anything important in Chapel of the Elders, so time to go, I guess. Karichi, our tracker today, thinks X-Ray and Arbor Chamber would be awesome. It would be pretty trolly for sure. That is not the correct switch, Veapron. There we go. That was a shiny missile at one point in this tournament, by the way. It should also be noted that 2.5 will also allow for the ability to lower this force field here in main quarry from the other side.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a thing in this version, but I guess they forgot about that detail, so they fixed it.
Interesting sound. Alright, time for the gauntlet. Ooh, Veapron could check Storage Depot A if he wanted to.
Yeah, you could even... There is a way to check that without having to go all the way up. You can shoot through the little crack in the wall, like beside the force field. You can open the door that way.
Ah, interesting. Kind of like peeking the item in Storage Cave with plasma but no power bombs. And X-ray.
Yeah, yeah.
And I haven't seen anything of note in Zeke's Phendrana checks. I think Ice Ruins East had a missile on the spider track.
I missed it. As far as I know, Nightwolf, there's no Discord ping for SpeedGaming going live. You would have to turn on your Twitch notifications for that.
Yeah, if you're looking for Metroid Prime Rando specifically, you can bookmark the Metroid Prime Randomizer SpeedGaming schedule page, which should be... It's just been posted in the chat.
Yeah, you would normally find it in tournament resources.
And it's a missile in Ice Ruins West, so not much going on here in Phendrana, which is, this is not looking too good for CZeke right now. If X-Ray just so happens to fall on Veapron's lap right now, that's going to be the best case scenario for him. If you folks are looking for a real interesting waste, sorry, that breaking into my inner Elmer Fudd there for a minute. But yeah, if you're looking for a really interesting race, we want to see X-Ray and Phendrana. Now, if X-Ray is in Phendrana and Veapron decides to push Mines... Ooh, Gravity Suit in, outside of Labs. Oh boy.
Biohazard's looking more and more likely.
Yeah, it is. It also puts a Gravity Chamber into play. Yeah, we're literally just looking for X-Ray Visor, and it can be anywhere. Almost as bad as Phazon Suit. Luckily, today they started with it. Not quite... Oh, I think Veapron's trying to jump through the gap in the wall here.
He's trying to land on a standable spot right there, and then jump up to the open alcove.
Ah, okay. He's got plenty of energy tanks, so he can afford to get knocked around here by pirates for a little while. Oh, there goes that pirate. Hi, Calvin. Bye, Calvin. Yeah, we call that Power Trooper Calvin. And yeah, without X-Ray, Veapron's gonna just have to blind check this. And alright, Zeke is in labs. Let's see how this plays out. Oh, jeez. Never mind.
Okay. All right.
Free seed.
Yeah.
So that puts Veapron in go mode at 5105. It's a long stretch of go mode, but it's go mode. So yeah, gravity suit not required tonight. I say tonight, but it's not even close to tonight yet. At least not on the East Coast.
610 over here.
Same. But yeah, this is yeah, that like I was saying, folks, if X-Ray just so happened to fall on Veapron's lap, this match will be over quickly, so yeah, I think the other thing that kind of bit Zeke a little bit here is that he chose to go out of logic for the friggin' crash site elevator. Because, again, that friggin' crash site elevator is meant to be one way in these settings.
Sometimes it's best to stay in logic.
Yeah, which means that you wouldn't have even had to go to the main quarry elevator to get to Fendrana in the first place, unless you wanted to get back to Talon that way, which actually might be faster, all things considering. Because I'm trying to think, the mines elevator was Chozo Reflecting Pool, but then you gotta walk all the way back to, or where does the other Reflecting Pool elevator take you? It takes you to Magmore, so yeah, I think it might actually be faster to go out main quarry to go to... Well, either way, you're going through two areas to get back to Talon from mines, so... Well, no, if you go out from main quarry, you just gotta go to Fendrana, then you can go out to Talon via crash site. X-Ray, to answer question chat, was in upper elite research. And so now begins the descend. The descent. Yeah, words, I can speak. But yeah, we gotta traverse all the way down to lower mines. We are indeed in go mode, Romulus. Veapron found X-ray visor and plasma beam in mines after quite an interesting elevator pattern scene here today. Say hello to the plasma specific elite.
Yeah, meaning that one doesn't wake up unless you have plasma.
We gotta think of some kind of heat-based name for him.
Thinking right now.
Alright, so Central Dynamo. So we brought this up earlier, but this maze, also programmed by Zoid, can be anywhere from 15 to 55 squares long, and any odd number in between that, except 53, as I recently discovered. So let's see how it plays out.
Already not good.
Yeah. 17 squares by the first puddle.
Nah.
39. Yeah, 39. Not good. Not not the worst, but certainly not good either. A free energy tank, though, surely won't hurt, though. And Veapron deciding not to take a safety save.
He's got 70 tanks. He'll be fine.
I'm sure he'll be fine. I'm more when it comes to playing Prime Rando these days. For me personally, I'm more worried about the game crashing on me than I am about dying, depending on the circumstances.
Yeah, I think that's more common in Echoes, but with this room, that would only be a risk if you skipped the maze or skip the maze after killing the drone.
Fair enough. All right, Zeke is trying to check the control tower without plasma. Has done a good job of dodging the pirate fight. Unfortunately, we just know that this isn't going to be anything at this point. Meanwhile, Veapron unleashes his Metroid puppets on the MQA pirates. It is admittedly amusing to watch.
Yeah, also watch the Metroid get stuck in the wall and blow up.
Oh, jeez.
Or stuck out of bounds.
Yeah, as it turns out, doors are the biggest enemy of the Metroids in this series.
Especially in Echoes.
Oh, yeah.
They literally just have to touch a door. And
then poof. You thought the Light of Aether can't leave the land it's bound to? No, the Metroids can't leave the room they're bound to. Maze active plus super missile on the 4 turrets is a guaranteed crash. Ooh.
I've even gotten a semi-crash, or not a crash, but an error from like scanning that scan post to turn off the turrets, switching the wave, and loading my scan visor really quick. That would give me like some kind of error that would pop up, and you would just ignore for the session, and then it would keep going.
Strange.
Has that ever happened to you?
No, admittedly, I don't play Prime Rando. I'm more of an Echoes guy, but
Okay.
I have had that occasion come up in some Echo seeds as well.
It's like an unhandled exception or something.
Something along that line.
Yeah.
But yeah, at this point, we're just really waiting for Veapron to complete the climb down, head out, preferably main quarry to Fendrana. That would probably be his fastest way back to Talon at this point. I think by now he's put the elevators 2 and 2 together with the elevators. Ooh, nice scan dash.
Never thought of doing that one either.
Yeah, grappling through this neck of the woods is pretty annoying.
Yeah, you have to wait for
Whoa.
that thing to come around.
What was that collision there?
Yep, Prime does that.
And Veapron tapping into his inner Sonic Genesis for a bit there.
Yeah. I just wanted to say, Veapron does a lot of, like, dashes that I never thought of.
Yeah, he's a pretty good runner. I believe he is seeded 8 in this tournament, while Zeke is seeded 17. Both runners are coming off of 0-2s, so this will be Veapron's first win, barring some kind of major disaster.
Yeah, I think his first match wasn't restreamed because it was the night that, it officially started, and he moved recently, so he didn't have internet for a couple of weeks.
Oh, okay.
So he had to, I think he had to buy his second match, or not BUY, but take a buy, like forfeit.
Take a skip, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bit unfortunate. And for those unaware, we are also going to be waiting a bit for the which match was it supposed to be?
Sasquatch versus somebody else.
Yeah, Sasquatch and was it Mighty Caesar?
No.
No.
Yeah, but one of those were canceled or postponed. I'm not sure.
It is effectively postponed because some bad weather is apparently in Sasquatch's neighborhood for the next little while, and it was going to play havoc with his internet. So the tournament organizers have allowed them to delay to Sunday to schedule their match, the absolute latest. So, yeah, Uncle Reggie mentions there was some, like a hurricane or some really bad weather, and I can attest to that because Tropical Storm Isaias knocked out my internet for 10 days, and it sucked. But yeah, Omega Pirate here. This should be a fairly quick fight here for Veapron. Although we got the Wave Pirates, probably not the best move to be dealing with because they take the longest to kill, especially with that Wave Buster.
Yeah, with that amount of health, it's probably best to ignore them. Just tank the damage.
No, it looks like Veapron got set up in time, so... So the deal with Omega Pirate is that he'll never appear in the same Phazon pool twice, and he'll also never set foot in the same Phazon pool you're currently in. So you can do that to manipulate his positioning here to get perfect, rapid-fire super missile shots.
Just don't let the pirates hijack your lock-on.
Oh yeah.
They can ruin the one cycle for you.
And a brilliant first cycle there from Veapron. One splat later, and that's the Artifact of Strength for Veapron. So that's number 5, and all that's left on his to-do list is Elder Chamber. Oh, actually, so you know what? He might just backtrack through, it actually would be in his better interest to backtrack through PPC, which is perfect because this places him right next to it. So actually, the endgame elevators are going to be pretty solid. Oh, and hey, Wavebuster and PCA. Honestly, that's not the most helpful thing they could get at this point.
Nah.
Most helpful thing would be Ice Spreader. Yeah, where was that when we needed it 1 room ago? So yeah, Zeke is unfortunately going to full clear Phendrana here, looking for the Plasma Beam and X-Ray. It's just not going to show up, which is really unfortunate. I wonder if he knew that if he had noticed that the Frigate Crash Site elevator was supposed to be the end of the elevator chain here. He did see the main quarry elevator. So I'm just dented Zeke really hard for a second. Probably one of the bats. Or the ice critters.
I looked away.
But yeah, Veapron's back in Reflecting Pool, and this is perfect because this will place him right next to Elder Chamber. And then he can just take...
to go out through... make the front. Because it was a vanilla... It was a vanilla elevator.
Yeah, I think that's his fastest way back now. Oh, not a... Oh, actually, you don't need the statue for Elder Chamber, luckily, so no Ghost Fight round 3.
Zeke finally making his way into mines.
Yeah, it looks like he's coming in through the main quarry elevators, so he's gonna be taking the, Actually, let me try and remember. Where Plasma Beam was in, PPC, right? Yeah, so it's gonna be a bit of a walk for Plasma, but he will get both of his items. And probably will enter Go mode before Veapron finishes, but there's just so much left on Zeke's to-do list that I think this is Veapron's race to lose at this point. But yeah, all things considering, would you classify this as a jet seed or like a middle-of-the-road seed because of the elevators?
Well, I mean, when compared to my seeds, my random elevator seeds, this is kind of jet to be like at 106 to be headed to Ridley. So
fair enough.
Because most of my seeds have been like almost 2 hours or at least 2 hours for random elevators and random start.
Yeah, I think the big help is that they started with Phazon suit, so they didn't have to go hunting for it. Granted, given that Zeke is practically full cleared Fendrana and Veapron has done a lot of mines, we probably would have at least seen it by now. If it wasn't just chilling someplace really stupid like Frigate. But yeah, luckily we didn't have to deal with that journey today. And yeah, Chad agrees that it's like middle of the road because we still had to do OP too. Yeah, I would classify this as a good but not perfect, not great but not jet seed. I will compliment.
I'm thinking it would have been jet if it weren't vanilla elevators.
Probably. I think the end game elevators ended up routing really well because initially we were talking earlier how the backtrack from if Plasma was in mines, then the backtrack to Chozo would be a painful one, but not the case. But yeah, the elevator chain to get to mines was pretty bad because you had to go all the way to Reflecting Pool, which you needed Ice Beam, which was all the way in Upper Fiery Shores. Wave Beam was somewhere nice, though. It was right behind Zoid, I remember. Veapron is trying to be real fancy here, but not quite achieving the desired result, I think. There he goes.
Might be something he normally gets first try and just didn't luck out this time.
Yeah, I do a couple of those in Echoes all the time. Artifact Temple loading times. But yep, it is Ridley boss battle time. Veapron's gonna do the classic boost into him to kill his health down to 20% strat. Because Prime. But yeah, overall, like, if this were me playing this, I would still classify this as a pretty decent seed. Assuming that I follow the logic correctly. Ooh, that was a nice snipe there. I say that like I'm cheering on Ridley. It's like, go Ridley, go Ridley. No, I'm kidding. Unfortunately, as Chad says, Zeke just got randoed, especially full clearing a Baron Fendrana.
Yeah.
Veapron getting some okay charge RNG, but at least nailing the retaliation shots.
You got the invincibility glitch.
Invisible heart bug. That's a pain in the backside in Elite Dangerous, and it's no better here. Alright, so Zeke is about to get his X-ray. And should be getting Plasma Beam soon after.
Ooh, getting caught by those stairs.
Yeah, that could be a little tough, yeah. So what
Yeah, it's
Zeke
best
and...
to do that. Sorry.
No, you first.
I was just going to say it's best to kill that thing before lowering the steps.
Indeed, yeah. The reason Zeke and Veapron were circling these pirates here is elite pirates here is because they don't actively start their AI pattern until they can look at you and clap their hands a little. At which point, and in doing so, you can just orbit them and blast them with a load of missiles.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Veapron doing a nice phase on core climb.
And very quick, very efficient. Veapron's movement overall has been pretty solid today. Except for that one minor hiccup in Hall of the Elders, but that's about it. That and he got life groved a couple times, but everybody gets life groved.
Now, on EXO, where he's going to be... It's going to have 4 phases or 4 sub-chambers where shoot with the corresponding color beam. One beam gets added with each sub-chamber, and 4th one is random, where you get a bunch of random attacks. No particular pattern, just kind of have to roll it.
Yeah, at this point, I forgot what I was going to say.
Yeah. Alright.
I think Veapron just accidentally shot himself.
Yeah,
yeah, that
ricochet off you. They don't do any actual damage though.
Still pretty comical when it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, and nice thing about the Essence fight coming up is that at least Veapron will have all visors. Granted, one of them is required anyway, but
yeah, fighting Essence without a visor is really annoying because you can track him around with your scan visor, but he moves around so quick that it's hard to keep track of it. And when you finally get, like when you're finally in a position to shoot, it moves, but then when you're trying to set up your shot, it's doing the shockwave, so it's like, it's really tough to get down.
I remember what I was going to say now. So one thing that you can do, especially in Sub-Chamber 4, to kind of manipulate EXO here is just to get in close and have him do his claw swipe.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that.
So there is a nice manipulation for that. Good backup plan. It is also possible to snipe EXO while he's charging you here to get an extra shot in before the beam transition. I'm not sure if this game has like the flinch resist mechanic that Echoes does, where if you flinch, or at least for Dark Samus 4, I should stress, if you flinch, you're immune to flinching again for like 30 seconds.
I'm gonna guess probably not, because I've done the little manip that you mentioned earlier on EXO, and if I'm too close, I'll keep getting hit, and she'll flinch every time, in my experience. Although I didn't count the seconds, so I mean, if it was, probably less than 30. It's never worked for me, all I can say.
Fair enough. But yeah,
I'm sorry.
It's been a pretty decent EXO fight here for for Veapron. Not too much delays, still doing pretty solid on ammunition. Granted, not much to burn when your only useful combo is supers. He was frozen today!
Wow. I haven't seen that in ages.
Hey, might as well. You can't let that die.
Nope. That's Suburban Commando for those who don't know.
Alright, we're almost done, and as somebody in chat points out, Veapron might be able to get some nice crab legs after this for dinner. And now I'm hungry. Darn it, I shouldn't have said that.
Me too.
This is what happens when you have like a 25-minute go mode sequence. But yeah, that was a very good exo fight from Veapron. Hopefully Essence will be cooperative here as well, but only one way to find out.
Yeah. Being cooperative is basically Essence staying away from the Exo Corps and not pull skipping. So that's really annoying.
Alright, so Zeke sees the plasma beam and is going to go grab it, and that's going to put Zeke in go mode at 116.49. Alright, Veapron is now doing an attack cancellation sequence where essentially he's trying to push Essence into the next pool laying phase by rhythmatically attacking. Like so.
Yeah, it's basically canceling each of the scripted attacks that it's gonna make. Getting to lay pool as fast as possible.
Around what time was it discovered that the fight is essentially scripted? Because I think for the longest time I always thought it was random.
Well, I found out it was scripted maybe a couple years ago. Just
okay.
Listening to people talk about it.
I think I only found out in last year's tournament. Looks like Veapron didn't get perfect attack cancels there, but it shouldn't be too much longer before the next, unless he got pool skipped.
I think I didn't find out about the standing still manip, where you just stand still. Veapron said his SRL died, but okay, hold on.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I didn't find out about just standing still until last year's tournament either. So learn something new every day this year. And Veapron has finished. He got logged out of SRL, so he couldn't got done. But I'm gonna go ahead and mark the list done.
Yeah, get your GGs in for Veapron, who put up quite a fantastic performance today.
Now, I'm not sure if I should tell Zeke that Veapron finished. Like, is that...
Yeah, if there is a TO in the chat, maybe they can enlighten us on that one.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I'm not sure what proper procedure here is either.
I'm going to respond to Veapron.
We don't want to inform Zeke just in case just in case there's something against that in the rules. We're just being more safe than sorry here.
Hello.
Hey, Veapron, how's it going?
Pretty good. Who won?
You did.
I did. Okay, yeah, because my SR... Yeah, my SRL died while I was fighting Ridley. I don't know why it got disconnected, but... Wow,
yeah,
what a
having
team.
a lot of... Yeah, that was...
Even though...
Sorry, go ahead.
I was like... As I saw OP was required, I was like, no, please. But the seed was just 2 loops of the same circle. It was interesting.
Yeah, and the last loop actually wasn't too bad because the mines, the reflecting pool elevator to mines, sent X-ray and plasma beam right onto your lap. And the nice thing is the PPC elevator takes you back to reflecting pool to go get Elder Chamber, which is fantastic. So the elevator started trolling at first, but it sort of really worked out in the end.
It was almost like the end of the any percent road. Almost. Yeah, I think I'm. You don't believe how happy I was when I got super missiles and lava lake. I was so tempted to go back to Chozo and check what's in main plaza, but I'm so happy that I didn't.
Yeah,
and
really.
What is really interesting, I never went to Fendrada at all.
Yeah, the only Fendrana elevator to Fendrana. Well, actually, Zeke discovered that frigate crash site led to Fendrana shoreline. So the loop, that particular loop, was reflecting pool, mines PPC, to mines PPC, and mines quarry led to Fendrana, far Fendrana, and then Fendrana shorelines led back to frigate, and then you can basically have the other loop closed.
Yeah. But wow, that I really loved that seed because it was so, I don't know, it was so straight and smooth. Even though my lower mines and mines movement in general was trash. Oh boy.
I actually thought you did pretty good today.
Yeah, I think you only had the only 2 major hiccups we caught really was, I mean, you got Life Grove tunneled. I mean, that happens to everybody, but the little hiccup in Elder Chamber, I think, not Elder Chamber, Hall of the Elders.
Yeah, oh yeah. That ghost bullied me. 1-5. Huh. For a seat with OP in it, that's pretty decent. And CZeke, where is he right now?
He's in mines. He was in Fungal Hall. Is this A or B? I think it's either A or B, but he just got forfeited.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that seat was, yeah, that's, I love that seat. We really need to get that permalink and post it in Prime permalink sharing because that seat was really interesting.
It was very interesting, and yeah, we just got the word over to Zeke that things didn't that Veapron's not done, and he has forfeited. Oh, I didn't see where Ice Spreader was in the credits. Oopsie.
Oh no. Probably somewhere in Fendrana.
Oh, chat. Our tracker's saying it was an Arbor Chamber. Oh, wow.
Oh,
that's rude.
Oh, yeah. I was like, when I went to Root Cave the second time, I was like, should I check the item by just going out of bounds and check what the item is? But I was like, I have most of the items. There shouldn't be something I need. I mean, I was right, but it's Ice Spreader. You can always need Ice Spreader.
Very true. And Gravity, we actually, Zeke found Gravity. It was in, it was in,
Fendrana?
It was in Fendrana somewhere. I'm trying to remember exactly where.
Excuse me. Yeah, it's been a while since I had a seat that, like, where I does not have to go to Fendrana at all. Hey, Zeke, GG's.
Yeah, sorry we didn't let you know right away. I wasn't sure we were allowed to do that as commentators.
Zeke? probably have some probably has some mic issues.
Uh,
No, we can't hear you. Try disconnect. I mean, yeah, he doesn't hear us, so I should. Okay, never mind. But the best part about the seed is starting with Phazon suit.
Yeah, you will
it
start.
was-
It was a phase-on suit, missiles, and a power bomb.
yeah, so at least you didn't have the classic hunt for Phazon, which would have like extended the seed by.
I
who
really
knows how
thought
long.
I really thought X-ray would like be like the manhunt item. I was like, oh my god, please be in mines, please, because I
Yeah.
knew the elevator, the Phazon mines. What elevator is that? The main entrance.
Main quarry
Main
would have
quarry.
taken. Yeah, that would have
Yeah,
been.
to Vendrana.
Yeah, and we were thinking, oh, the loop back is going to be a pain because you got to go 2 areas either way. But then we realized, oh wait, Elder Chamber. So just got to go back to PPC, which thankfully you get dumped right out of after OP.
Yeah, I was like, after I found X-ray, I was like, oh nice, let's do cleanup, and then, yeah, amazing seed. Yeah, but those, like, I don't know, the loop, like the circle loop, couldn't be more perfect for a seed like that.
Yeah, just a little.
especially I was just saying, especially for random elevators, because those elevators could have been really bad.
All right, we are working to get Zeke sorted out. He's having some issues with Discord, so we're gonna try and get him get his thoughts in just a few moments here. But it looks like he's gonna have to restart things because it looks like he's not hearing us either. So it's something's up. Technical difficulties. You hate to have them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like me. I'm getting disconnected from SRL while I'm fighting Ridley. That cost me almost not boosting into him because I got so confused.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, not boosting into Ridley is a real big. That's actually really that would actually been real unfortunate.
Yeah, but I barely made it.
Were you on the website? Or did you log
No,
into the website?
I'm connected through LiveSplit.
Oh, that's weird.
I don't know what happened there.
Usually only happens to me on the website. Nice. See? Can you hear us? Still can't hear you.
Okay, yes, I can hear you now.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
There
Oh,
we
hey,
go.
Zeke.
Yeah, there you go.
GG, Seek.
Oh,
GG.
okay,
Yeah, sorry we couldn't let you know right away because we weren't sure we were allowed to.
that's okay. Just lots of stuff going wrong this race.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure I got the chance to let everyone know I'm not an idiot. Okay, I knew that some of the checks I were making were objectively not great, but the thing is, I also knew Veapron is a much better player than I am, and so my best chance of winning was to find something essential like plasma or X-ray in one of the obscure places that he hadn't checked yet.
Like the end of the elevator loop that led to Fendrana, for example.
Exactly. Every place in Fendrana I checked was because I was desperately hoping for something key there that he might miss.
Yeah, unfortunately, it was just on the other side of the loop.
Yeah, I never went to Vendrana once.
Yeah, I had a feeling you wouldn't have.
Yeah, because it was like so perfect. Like for me, I really enjoyed that seat because it was starting in Chozo, going back to Talon, get Morphable everything. Chozo, then Magmore, Life Grove, then back to Chozo.
Yeah, no, I think if I had played it on my own, I would have had a really great time as well. But because I knew I was playing against someone faster, I had to take some risks.
I exactly know how you feel. This is exactly how I felt every single race last year.
Yeah, I mean, you know, in chat people were saying you just got Rando, like you never know.
Yeah,
Good word for it.
That's also like random elevators. Like the thing with random elevators, if you take the wrong path and the other and your opponent takes the right one, it's basically already over almost every time.
Yeah.
Well, again, that's what I like so much about them, because they add even more randomness, and they make it possible for upset victories to happen. We've seen that happen a number of times.
Yeah, we were actually hoping, Zeke, that you were going to find X-Ray, because at that time when you were entering Findrana, that was our go mode, and we were hoping, oh wow, if Zeke finds X-Ray and Veapron finds Plasma, then this is going to be suddenly become really interesting.
Yeah,
or
an even race all of a sudden.
Yeah, or if one of those two is in biohazard containment, because Zeke, you found you're the only one to find Gravity Suit in room
I had a
courtyard.
feeling. Yeah, and did Veapron? Did you ever find super missiles?
Yes, of course.
Where'd they turn out to be?
Lava Lake. They were super missiles were on Lava Lake, and that was one point in the race where I really had to make a choice. So I don't remember from which elevator I went to Magmar's West
Monitor station.
Yeah.
The monitor station next.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh no, there are super missiles. Should I backtrack all the way through Chozo to check Main Plaza or not? And I was,
Yeah, I saw you hesitate.
yeah, I was like, no, there's this one item. But the most confusing thing about the beginning was thermal. It was just there. And I was like, oh no. And I was like, oh, does the seat want me to like go to the starting elevator and get things there? And I was like, oh no, thermal is like one of the things. If I get thermal too early, I'm getting confused, because it could say, yo, there's something in
Frigate or on Thardus.
or monitor, not monitor station,
workstation.
Workstation, exactly. And this is what I
thermal
thought.
Can mean
there
a lot
would
of
be
things.
something.
It can mean a lot of things, most of them bad.
Yes.
I will always be happy to get thermal visor immediately before essence, and no sooner than that.
How did you feel about your starting set? So you started out with missiles, power bomb, and Phazon suit.
Yeah, no, of course we didn't know we had power bombs until we got Morph. But Phazon suit, coming up your first elevator in Phazon suit is always a pretty jarring experience.
Yeah, you're just not expecting it. It's like, oh, well, I guess I don't have to go hunting for that stupid thing today.
Yep.
Yeah. It's always fun to have it as a starting item.
Yeah. Well, I had fun. I'm sure you guys had fun. This was a good race.
Yeah, it was.
Indeed.
Yep.
Sounds like we're about done here. So
just about.
Yeah.
So yeah, as we
everybody follow me and Veapron, follow the commentators, follow the trackers.
Thank you.
Yeah, special thanks to Kyreach, who kind of came in last second to help track for this race. Definitely made our jobs up here a lot easier.
Yep.
Yeah,
And Veapron, we're glad to have you back.
Yay! 2 weeks without internet is just not a good time.
I know the
It's a
feeling.
lousy way to lose a race too.
Oh yeah, I lost the race because of not having internet.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate, but yeah, I'm now on a 1-2. Should be.
Yes, you are 1 and 2.
Something
Okay.
Veapron and I have in common, by the way, is we both play with custom music, so that's something you can check out on our channels.
Yeah, you won't be seeing that much throughout this tournament, but
You won't
yeah,
be seeing
definitely
it at
like
all.
for
It's
the.
against the rules.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, but now custom music is fun, especially in Majora's Mask Randomizer.
Oh,
They
that's
have that in
awesome.
Majora's Mask. Cool.
But with that said, folks, yeah, once again, thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and we will see you next mission, which, for the record, the next race on our list is Caliber versus Tokapa, which will be taking place on SpeedGaming 1 at 9 p.m. Eastern Time this evening, so in another 2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, see you next mission, everybody.
Yeah, we'll see you then.
See you next mission.